Today we're gonna make drinks with tequila. It's gonna be
Añejo Tequila.
Because I mean, we only go up.
I mean, come on. You only gotta drink the best.
$1 to 11. Welcome to Combat Cocktails. Dan, Ian, and Derrick. It's getting harder. We're gonna make for you.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna make for you. I don't even know what it's called. This is the Manhattan Goes to Hollywood. This is a cocktail recipe that I stole. I didn't write it down. It'll be in the description.
You got it from somewhere good.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the description below. Maybe. Oh no, right there. Recipe from Jeffrey with a last name at Point
Jeffrey
Royale.
Zakarian.
Yeah, and
He's a chef.
Diplomat Beach Resort in Hollywood, Florida. Oh, that makes sense. It goes to Hollywood. Our executive producers Charles.
JC.
Well, speaking of things I can't say, executive producers Charles Lubanje.
It's a lot of.
Yeah, it's my brain. Okay. So this recipe is going to be 3 ounces of Siempre Anejo Tequila, 3/4 ounce of barspoon, 3/4 of a barspoon of maple syrup, 4 dashes of orange bitters. This episode is sponsored by Siempre Tequila. And you're like, who the hell would sponsor you guys? Siempre Tequila. Why? Because they know they like awesome. They want us to be able to just create stuff with their product and have a good time.
That's good.
That's all that really matters.
Who doesn't like to drink tequila?
I don't know.
And if you drink tequila, you should drink good tequila.
Yeah.
Well, I get that. It's a little smoky.
Yeah. But tequila?
I didn't like mezcal in the beginning.
I've always liked tequila, which is, I guess, what you do.
You gotta like tequila.
Yeah. So you're gonna put all this stuff inside of a mixing glass. You're gonna shake it. You're gonna obviously mix it. It's amazing.
You're gonna obviously shake it.
Shit is just going downhill.
There's a lot of stuff. I have a lot of shit to keep in my head right now.
Just doing the crab walk.
Wow. It's just like
Going sideways.
it's not a really complicated drink.
Nope.
It's whether or not you like. So if you get an Añejo Tequila,
Yep.
this is a good drink to be able to have instead of just like straight up, right?
Because that gets old after a while.
Yeah.
This uses the maple syrup, so it's going to sweeten it. Maple syrup's 3 times, I think, sweeter than sugar. Agave nectar is 1.5 times sweeter than
Look at
sugar. So this is going to be sweeter than had we used an agave nectar. I think that's about where I want it.
It was off by about a half inch. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Oh, you got
I'm like right in line with this, so I see the line and I like, yeah.
You got another.
He never
ounce
tries
of
to
it.
tote the line.
Try to the line.
Happy National Grape Popsicle Day for those that enjoyed the national holidays. Whew. Oh, that's really tasty. So you can go to shop.siempretequila.com. You can then put each of these Blanco, Reposado, Añejo in your cart. Then you can use the coupon code CMC. Free shipping for you. Spend over $150, free shipping.
It's pretty good.
This drink, we do a lot of Blanco drinks, so we did a couple of those. We did a Reposado drink, but these kind of can be interchangeable. This is a special beast that needs drinks that are tailored towards it.
Yeah.
This is kind of tasty.
Like you're not putting this in a margarita.
Nope, because I've done that.
Yeah, and it just doesn't work.
No.
It's more elevated than that.
Yeah, it confuses the hell out of people. It doesn't taste right. Maybe there's a margarita balance, but I don't have the time. Like, it's just put it into a drink that fits it and be good with it.
Yeah, maybe if you split it.
Yeah, you have to do.
If you did a Blanco and an
rebalance
Añejo
it,
and a margarita.
which people have done. That has like a
Good.
almost like a butterscotchy or something.
That's buttery. Yeah, it's definitely buttery.
But we had with the old fashioned, it was more.
Well, the maple syrup you're using is bourbon barrel aged as
That
well.
would do it. Yeah. This is a maple. This is a Run Amok maple. They sent me this a while ago. I've been using it on pancakes.
I could tell it was a while ago. You open it up and there's a big old crystal in the neck.
Yeah. Oh, is it in the neck too?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I think it's huge.
I'm like, is it gonna pour or no? I wanted to do that, but I didn't want to do that.
I so wanted to do that.
There's a lot of just like
You
fingers
use the
sticking in
butt
there.
into the spoon.
Yeah, there you go.
Use that, yeah. Yes, that is super concentrated maple syrup, so it does turn into what do you call that stuff?
Sugar.
Yeah, but
It crystallizes.
what do they call those things? Rock candy.
Oh,
But yes, Remy, you can just have an Añejo by itself.
You can drink Añejo by itself, yes, but when you get past that stage, you're like, that was tasty. What else can I do with it?
Yeah.
Stuff like this. This is where you go like above and beyond the.
Well, there's some
basics.
people who just don't like cocktails. Like,
Yeah.
our friends are they're not cocktail people, but they're spirit people, and they like having a
Yeah.
Yeah.
a glass of bourbon or a glass of scotch, and that's it. They don't
Yeah.
want to mix it with anything because they like the
The taste,
purity of
yeah,
the spirit.
yeah.
Right. Now, I wouldn't use Aunt Jemima for this. I think you want to use like a grade.
No,
A,
yeah, you definitely want to use like a real
a
syrup.
high-end syrup because
You probably want to go to Maine and tap the tree yourself, but that might be a
We
lot.
did that growing up.
Yeah.
We tapped some trees.
or
Of course
Vermont.
you
We got about a gallon of maple syrup out of 40 gallons, which means it was really water
You have to,
still.
yeah, you have to like distill. You have to whatever you do to it to concentrate it down, right?
Yeah, boil it down.
For a long time, and then
Yes.
you end up with like nothing, and you did all that work, and it all goes away. And
Yeah,
all you-
literally 40 gallons of sap ended up with a gallon of syrup, and it was like really watered down syrup because
because it's still not.
it wasn't. We
Gotta
didn't
refine
evaporate
it
enough
even
water.
more.
Yeah.
That's why maple syrup. I didn't know any of this until I was talking to somebody. This is why it's super expensive because it's actually kind of a pain in
It's
the ass.
expensive.
Well, they use like in a maple farm, they'll use like evaporators and
Yeah.
pressurize it to like evaporate the water off faster.
Yeah, they'll make it faster, but it still is like it's a lot of work.
They got a
You're
lot of
taking
trees.
all this product, and the yield is so small
Yeah.
that you end up paying $28 for a little thing of maple syrup at a store.
That's because that little thing was actually 100 of those when it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's not any different than this, right? The agave that probably goes into making an añejo is probably. I mean, besides the fact that an agave plant itself is the size of like this room, like they're fucking. Do you ever
big.
see those? Like
Yeah,
when
they're like this.
yeah, and they're like the
I mean,
farmers are like,
not this room.
okay, no,
I was like,
Well, you know, like they just
I mean,
Yeah, they're like
Okay.
this big. They're like the size of a
Holy
small
fuck.
closet.
but think of a pineapple that you can pick up and you hug it and it's like it's halfway crushed.
that's definitely not as big as this room.
All right.
I mean, that's really fucking big. I was just like, I've seen pictures of that, and like people like cut them. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't looking right. But I was like, holy fuck. I mean,
holy shit,
Those were the
really that
lesser
big?
well-known miniature
Yeah,
pinas.
those people must have been real, or those people were
They're
really
giants.
fucking big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Shit.
I didn't know you were gonna be 100% on like you. Oh, that's how big they are.
Well,
Like,
how big is this room? I can see like you were like as big as this space. Like,
They're as big as Derrick is. That makes more sense.
if I was to say I'm hung as big as this room, you would go. So you have a lot. You wouldn't be like, really, the whole size? No, you would know that there's exaggeration happening.
yeah, but like I was thinking the
So the
plant.
thing is, not everybody's seen what an agave
yeah, an
plant
agave
looks like.
plant is.
So
Yeah.
now they're picturing something that's really fucking huge.
Well,
when in
Oh my, that
reality,
thing's gonna eat your ass.
No.
it's really the size of like.
Yeah.
No, but for the people
barrel,
watching
yeah.
at home, it's about the size of the room because they don't know how it's any bigger than this.
Well,
No. A room. I mean, they picture like
This
a
just
room.
looks pretty small.
even still, it's like 6 feet across.
Yeah, that's still.
It's a fucking big plant, okay? It's a big plant. It's a really big pineapple.
It's like an Ian arm length plant,
Yeah.
not a room.
If Ian were to
Watch,
hug
go
a
like
pina,
this.
Yeah, I could hug it once it's been chopped up.
no chopping. If
Well,
you were to just
'cause-
hug
'cause
it,
they
you
take
would be
the-
halfway around it, right?
Because the humidors, they take the thing and they chop
cut
the,
it out,
the
Oh, to get
branch
The
out.
giants, obviously.
Yeah, the giants.
Yeah,
the giant humidors.
Yeah,
the stuff off.
Why am I
With
here?
their specialized tool, and then I could get my arms around the thing.
The giants.
Just drink your drink.
Just, this cup is as big as a room.
You're gonna be so drunk.
You're getting on my nerves. Now I can get you the projectile.
So, how's the drink?
It's good.
It's actually I like this better than the last one.
What was the last one we did?
The
Yeah.
old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
I like this one better.
You know why? I taste more tequila for some
I
reason.
kind of like the old fashioned better. I don't know why.
Yeah, because you like old fashions better.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's
I like
got a
maple
little bit
syrup,
more.
though.
It's got the citrus and stuff like that. No, like the maple syrup's okay, but I can
Syrup,
taste.
though.
I taste the tequila better.
You do taste the tequila better.
Like and the aftertaste has got like the añejo, like creamy añejo taste, which is nice. Maybe if I still would use a cheap maple syrup, but it might change it depending on what you're using for it.
Well, the agave. How much agave did we use?
Quarter.
In the
Last
In the
year.
in the old fashioned.
I think it was only a quarter.
I can't remember,
Was it
like
only
10
quarter
minutes
ounce?
ago.
So yeah. So I mean that's okay. So we probably used less
Yeah, it was a
maple
quarter ounce.
syrup.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, because I had the power.
Yeah, that's
If
okay.
you don't
We
believe
got it.
But a quarter ounce. This is 3/4 an ounce.
Roomful.
This is
Roomful
sweeter.
of
Yeah, so
agave.
Oh my God.
I don't understand.
But we started with a gallon jar of agave, so 5 gallons. Sorry,
It's about could be a gallon. I don't know.
leave the estimation to Dan.
Okay.
So Stanford uses a brick oven. That's why you should buy it. Period. Like, watch our video on Dirty Secrets of Tequila. Don't buy. I guess you can if you want to. I don't care. Whatever. Do whatever you want. But you can buy cheap $20 tequila. This is gonna be, it's not that much more. Maybe $20 to get a real tequila, which is a whole lot better of a deal than buying the cheaper stuff.
Definitely better.
Here's what I do, and I wish I was exaggerating with this, but for my real friends and people that appreciate stuff, I use this type of stuff. When I have guests over that like tequila, they know I'm the cocktail guy, right? So they're expecting cocktails. They want margaritas. I use like a cheap, like not Jose Cuervo, but something just above that for them. And they're like, this is the best thing I've ever had, right? But they don't understand like what. But if I give them this,
people.
Right.
I feel like they're not going to appreciate it as much. So I'd give it to people who appreciate it. Even though it doesn't cost that much, why am I going to spend extra money? So I give the cheap stuff to people who don't care. I give the real stuff to people who do.
Yeah, like if you want to drink like margaritas all night and stuff, you definitely want
True.
a good
The way we drink,
tequila.
like
Well, you should start
machines-
off with a good tequila anyway, and then you should probably save it if you're going to keep drinking.
Listen,
For
every time
when you can taste it.
every time we have margaritas and we use something like this, we have a lot. Bottles are gone, right? The next day, everybody wakes up fine. Whenever we go
sure.
into the crazy world of like
The thing-
adios motherfuckers and shit, I start texting everybody and they're like, "Oh my god, I feel like death."
Right.
So
I'm
Yes.
just thinking, like, it's when you're at a bar, you know that somebody's too drunk if they say the drink's too weak because
Yeah.
they can't
Yeah.
taste the alcohol anymore. Because as you get more drunk, you taste the alcohol less. So if you start off with the good stuff and you taper off into some cheaper stuff, you're probably gonna save some money over the long run, just because
Yeah, you'll save
you're
money.
not tasting the good stuff like you at the end of the night, like you
Right.
were at the beginning of the night.
the problem
why
is
you buy cheap stuff.
when you get to the cheap stuff, when you go to the end of the night and you start drinking the cheap stuff, that's when you pay for it the next day. Not in money.
Well, I'm not saying like Cuervo or anything. I'm just saying like
No, but we
maybe
do
you
cheap
start
stuff.
with a $50
Yeah,
bottle and you
yeah,
finish
yeah.
with a $20 bottle.
Right.
You know?
No, you can do that.
Like
That's-
you can do Hornitos. It's a
Yeah.
fine tequila. It's
We don't do that, but I guess other people would. I feel like once you've got to their indecisions are thrown out the window, so you're like, just use the good stuff anyway.
I think this is a level we almost start off with.
Oh yeah,
I mean, when we drink,
Yeah,
this is the
that's-
level we start
yeah.
off with.
we used to just stand at that
just-
level the whole time. Yeah, it's how professionals work. That's what we do.
Because you want something that tastes good.
Right.
I mean, if you're
time.
not getting messed up and you're staying creative and stuff.
Yeah.
It's one
Right,
thing.
we
If you're-
stay creative.
If you're getting drunk to the point that it doesn't really matter what you're.
Yeah, then it doesn't matter.
right.
But usually
It's just
we
a suggestion for people who like to go black out. And,
Yeah, black out on vodka.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Don't do that with the good stuff. I agree. All right. We are all on the same page. Go buy yourself good stuff and don't black out because that's just stupid. Unless you're in college, you can do that once or twice and you realize how dumb that is. Then you move on to the good stuff.
Yes.
Sidebar, there's going to be more videos. I don't know, probably Tequila Month videos because it's Tequila Month and this is the last of Tequila Month, so you're going to get 2 months worth of it. Whatever I did last time we did this, like 3 years ago, and then this year. That's it. Sidebar, I said that. Down below, bartender starter kit from awesomedrinks.com. I own the store, so you can trust it. If you trust me. Otherwise, don't.
Because we're teaching you how to drink.
Exactly right.